Good morning. I am here in Cliffe, a place called Cliffe, in Rochester, or near Rochester in Kent. What I thought was going to be a very sunny day actually is very eerie, very foggy. Let me just show you. Just quite a bit dystopian today, but beautiful nonetheless. This walk is going to take me past some kind of bird sanctuary, and it's going to hang around a part of the Thames as well. So I wanted to go somewhere today with water. I'm going to drop a few videos today, and I was thinking to do them on a theme. I'm going to do them on the theme of our ancestors, and when I say ancestors I mean early man, early woman, not our aunts and uncles and cousins. I want to talk about some of the ways we are as humans, and how we just inherited this from our caveman, cavewoman ancestors. So, and one of the first things I want to talk about is actually dieting. It's not a place to start, but it's something I don't talk a lot about on my vlogs. And we don't do dieting. Well, I don't do dieting when I do hypnotherapy with clients. I do weight management rather than dieting, because when you diet, it suggests there's like an end point to that diet. When you get to the size that you want, the weight that you want, you haven't dealt with the problem foods, and then you start eating them again and the weight comes back on again. So I don't look to diet at all. We want you to have a goal of where you want to get to with your weight loss, but that goal we kind of move over to there for a bit. Why we focus on just getting good habits and a healthy lifestyle, because if you have good habits and a healthy lifestyle, then your weight will fall into place. And one of the things we look at is the effect that dieting has on us, because our ancestors, when we were early man, early women, we had our primitive brains. This would be the part of our brain that is on the lookout for danger all the time. And the two primary dangers that we would have as our ancestors, as early man, early women, were being attacked by a lion, by a bear, by another tribesman, or lack, a famine. And it's the second one that's interesting, because if our brain senses there's a lack of food around, it's going to play with the chemicals in our brain, the chemicals that regulate hunger and a feeling of fullness, because it's recognizing there's a lack of food. So it's going to encourage you to eat more and more food, to create stores of food, so that we have the energy to be able to get rid of that threat. So when we diet, when our brain sense that we're denying ourselves certain foods, same thing happens. We sense that lack, and our brains will encourage us to have it even more. And that is left over to us, for us, from when we were cavemen and cavewomen. So it's one of the reasons that I believe diets don't work. Strict diets, denying yourself diets, because it puts your brain into a feeling of starvation, of famine, and therefore encourages you to have it more. Far better to not deny yourself of any foods, but to encourage yourself to take joy in changing things, because there's stuff you want to change, but I can talk about that later. It's my first video done. I'm going to get to the water now, and we're going to the next section. See you in a bit.